A single information can spark an idea. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Eyewitness TV now.
The church in Nigeria, finally, has shut the mouth of her critics in the country. It is no news that people that is little for humanity are those that are always at the forefront of criticizing the church and Christians in Nigeria. A lot of people will argue that the church in Nigeria is the major problem of Nigerians' backwardness. But statistically, it has been proven that such individuals actually lacks understanding of how the economy works. For example, the Synagogue Church of All Nations, headed by one of the world's most known popular evangelist, Prophet TB Jah ministry alone, has become the major boost of Nigerian religious tourism. This alone has tremendous impact on the economy. The Synagogue Church of All Nations receives a great numbers of the international visitors to Nigeria. It is, so far, the strongest religious tourist attraction in Africa and beyond. Its reputation keeps expanding daily all over the world. That's as to say, if the doors of the church are shut, imagine $1 million that will be lost by the aviation industry and the economy at last, which will be a huge hit to the economy. Take a look at countries like Israel and Saudi Arabia. Religious tourism contribute a huge stock of their GDP, but over in Nigeria, where there are a lot of people with poor understanding of the economy, who believes that someone is only contributing to the growth of a nation when people are being called to stand in lines and money shared to them. Such person will always be quick to criticize the church. Now, whenever you see someone kicking against the church in Nigeria, ask yourself a simple question. How has this person who was criticizing the church contributed to national building and development? You will discover such person has nothing to offer to the world. Empty vessels makes the loudest noise. Most people think generosity is when you give out money, but true generosity is when you actually create a structure where people can work and feed their family, and thousands are gainfully employed by the church. However, TB Joshua contributing to charities is no longer news, as he has contributed hugely to thousands of charitable causes. But humans will always be humans, and life there is always a place for critics. At the sidelines of life, when was the last time you tried doing something different? Do you remember the opposition at workplace, school, or in your family? Yes, I know you must have experienced it. That is what I am talking about. You are either playing the game, contributing your quarter, in your own capacity, to humanity, or you are not. During the pandemic, we saw tremendous contributions from top Nigerian preachers. Something even the government relief programs couldn't do. Critics can be angry when they see a man like better, but they quickly forget where he came from. Eyewitness TV gathered that Prophet TB Joshua also has washed people's feet on the muddy corners of Lagos and worked as a poultry attendant to earn a living. His ministry, the Synagogue Church of All Nations, alongside the Emmanuel TV partners, has become synonymous with acts of charity, healing, and humanitarian efforts across the globe. 2 years ago, he was listed among the world's famous people, known for his popularity across Africa and his online presence with 3 million fans on Facebook and over 600,000 YouTube subscribers. Prophet Joshua has been described as the Oprah of evangelism and YouTube's most popular pastor. His Emmanuel TV is Africa's largest Christian television network and the most subscribed Christian ministry channel on YouTube, with videos amassing more than 240 million views. He has been awarded various accolades, notably Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, OFR, by the Nigerian government. In 2008, and Yoruba Man of the Decade by Pan-Yoruba media outlet Oda. He has also been named one of Africa's 50 most influential people by Pan-African magazines The Africa Report and New African Magazine. All this to show you his contribution towards humanity. The SCOAN has been described as Nigeria's biggest tourist attraction. Can you imagine a man creating Nigeria's biggest tourist attraction? While critics have created nothing, and it is the most visited destination by religious tourists in West Africa, with thousands of foreigners flocking to attend the church's weekly services. Figures released by the Nigerian Immigration Service showed that 6 out of every 10 foreign travelers coming into Nigeria are bound for the SCOAN. Can you imagine the single effect a single man has on the economy of the nation? A fact that only the intelligent can understand. A fact discussed in Zimbabwean parliament when addressing the economic potentials of religious tourism. But yet in Nigeria, it has become a shame that the eyes of the people have been turned against the very bad policies of government, but rather on the blessings of the church. During the corona pandemic, Churches like Dunamis, Deeper Life, Redeemed Winners all contributed to a lot of Nigeria's, though you might not participate but someone did. Talking of education, a single man has successfully done what the Nigerian government are struggling to do, which is creating a standard environment for learning. He is no other person than Bishop Oyedepo of Living Faith Church. Now a critic might say the school is expensive, but when you hear such, it shows the person lacks knowledge of spiral flow of the economy. Whenever value is added to the economy, it creates a huge economic downpour to every other sector, and in a capitalist society value created is matched with value imputed. Covenant University is one of the leading universities in Africa. It is one of those institutions still upholding to the building of the moral of the future leaders of tomorrow. Now just imagine, in some communities, the only social amenities available are those owned by the church. Imagine the orphanage closed, the school closed, age homes closed, hospitals closed, special school closed. Then ask yourself what does the government have to offer you? It's high time critics start seeing clearly. Instead of criticizing, create a model and build. History has never remembered critics. Eyewitness has been able to put this through scenery during the pandemic. Prophet TB Joshua said coronavirus would end on 27th of March. You called him a fake prophet. Pastor Chris and Pastor Benny Hinn had Global Day of Prayer against the virus. You said they are looking for who will pay tithe to them. Dr. Paul Enge was seen deploying his medical expertise to contain the virus. You said his God and pastoral calling has failed him. That was why he resorted to scientific means. Pastors philanthropically donated money to contain the virus. You said what they donated was small to compare to what they stole/had free. Wealth is expressed by creating value. Check critically, they ain't no great man of God in Nigeria without adding value to society. Roads have been constructed, taking over the responsibility of the government. Give your own real prophecy. No. Hold your own global day of prayer without collecting tithe. They can't. Or produce the vaccine that will cure coronavirus. They can't. Donate your own money that you didn't steal. Lie. Invoke your own God. Bedwawa, Imam, Agwagwa, Meme Water, Amadio, chief priests. Show your sanitizer with your yard people of Zen. All you are about is to attack those who are doing their bids in their own capacity to save us from this coronavirus menace. What exactly is the color of your problem? You are the real coronavirus, I swear. It's just funny. Well, that's all for now. Subscribe to Eyewitness TV today.